going to be a quick message from my collective, so if you know it does not resonate, do not try to force it to. Okay, I'm reading for a bunch of people. Take the messages as they resonate. The collective message: you have surprise, past, unexpected action, spontaneous, showing up, unexpected change. There is history, it happened, left behind, looking back. You also have reflection and locked. Dark night of the soul, dark shadow, facing inner truth, seeing true colors, missing pieces, detached, locked away heart, can't move forward. Here's the thing, collective. You finna be tested if you're not being tested already. Everybody's on different timelines and time frames, so keep in mind where you are in your life. You have unfinished, I don't necessarily want to say unfinished situations, but it depends on your reactions and your choices that will determine if these situations are unfinished and if there's still a lesson or lessons to be learned by you, or if you have truly moved on. There are past situations and circumstances coming back to test your strength, okay? It's coming back to test you so that a decision can really be made. Are you done? Or do you still have more to learn? There's something where the connections, past situations that there was really no resolve brought to. Whatever this is for you, it's coming back to see if you're truly independent from it. Have you truly broken free from what you feel like has been keeping you held back or keeping you stuck? Have you truly left that person alone? Has your feelings truly resolved from a connection, from a person, from a past endeavor, from a past workplace experience, whatever the case is? I get feelings, familiar feelings coming back to test your strength. Okay, that is the gist of this. Ta-da! Boom, you got action. That's what's coming about. You finna have a lot of past people come back into play if they haven't been. You finna have certain past connections come back up. You finna have past memories, okay? And depending on how you choose to go about or react to these memories, to these connections, to these people, to these situations will determine if you're ready to push forward and keep moving forward, or if you need to stay back and continue to learn a lesson. Now, I'm here to tell you to be mindful of how you decide to push forth. Be mindful and you want to make sure you're not making impulsive decisions. You want to make sure you're not just jumping into things because it feels good for the moment, because you feel satisfied for the moment. You want to make sure you have acquired enough strength to be able to make logical decisions, wise decisions based on logic. You want to make sure your emotions and your logic is balanced here. You want to make sure that you're not just jumping off the bridge or jumping into something because you feel like it feels good for that moment, because it feels like some sort of self pleasure for you in that moment. You want to be sure that you're sizing up these circumstances and situations for what they are, seeing them for what they are, and not painting the canvas the way you want it to be. You want to be sure these are situations that are coming back around to see if you're still falling for potential, or if you're seeing a situation or a person or a connection for exactly what it is and making a logical, wise decision moving forward that is in your highest good. This is why these situations are coming back around, because it's time for the scales to be balanced. And the universe is not going to allow you to move forward into a new chapter knowing you're still carrying past baggage or unfinished business elsewhere, knowing that you still have lessons to learn before you move forward. That's like the school, although they do. Anyway, we're not going to speak on that, but that's like the school system passing the child knowing that they have yet to learn or gain or acquire the much needed knowledge that they need to advance to the next grade or the next level, right? So this is why these things are coming back around. Okay, it's to test you. Have you done a reflection that you needed to do? Have you reflected on these emotions, those fears that come to surface, those doubts, those insecurities that has been holding you back? Have you poured enough love and emotion into yourself? Have you poured enough love and emotion into these subconscious fears that has been keeping you stuck or stagnant or feeling trapped mentally this whole entire time? Have you poured enough emotion and love into yourself that you have surpassed whatever those fears are so far? Okay. Because there's something coming back around, but it's time. It's time. Okay. This is something that could have taken time, right? But your heart, whoever I'm speaking with, has been locked up for some time. Your heart needed to heal. It needed that love. It needed these lessons to trigger those subconscious fears and even insecurities or self doubt or feeling lack thereof, because the same love that you wanted someone to come and pour into you, that you wanted these connections to pour into you, you were meant to feed yourself the whole entire time. And you had what it took for you to do that. It's just that you were feeding that emotion or that love that you felt like you wanted to receive. You were feeding that to other people, but you had it to give to you the whole entire time. Sometimes we do want to feel that feeling from other people. We do want to feel what we put out to other people. We want that in return. But a lot of times, these lessons and circumstances that we endure and go through really show us that we had us the whole entire time. Not that we don't meet other people, and not saying that we won't initially meet up with our true soul tribe, but it's more so about before we get to where we really belong in our life, we have to encounter and endure certain people, certain connections, certain situations and circumstances to pull that strength out of us, to pull that same kind of love out of us so we can pour back into us. Sometimes we just have to endure certain things to get those lessons and experiences. So hence why you have situations coming back around, collective. I don't know why I just heard Sagittarius of the blue. You could be a Sagittarius. I'm reading for whoever. Okay, put yourself where you go. But what I'm really getting here is divine timing at play, and a lot of situations and circumstances that you may be wondering, why am I dealing with this again? Or why is this person hitting me up again? Or what, you may even find yourself encountering past people. Why is all these past energies popping back up? Have you learned what you needed to learn? And I'm also getting, it's okay to forgive. Have you forgiven? Not only the other person, collective, but have you forgiven yourself? Because it could be something you haven't forgiven yourself for. This could be a family dynamic. This could be a soul contract. This could be anything. Have you forgiven yourself? And have you forgiven the other person or other people? You don't necessarily have to apologize to them. They don't necessarily personally have to apologize to you. But in your heart, of all hearts, truly, if you're being authentic with yourself and honest with yourself, have you forgiven yourself and these other people? This is why you're being tested as well. It's not just about people coming back from the past or situations arising from the past. It's about how you're reacting towards these people or circumstances coming up from the past. Have you truly grown, or do you still need to learn? This is what it's all about. Because how you react towards certain people, places, and things that come and arise from the past is going to determine if you're ready to move forward or not, if you're ready to advance to the next level, if you're ready for what you've been praying for, if you're ready for your birthright, or if you need to relearn or repeat a cycle and a lesson. It's on you. I ain't coming with no advice because all your situations are different and you all are going to have to move according to your authenticity. It's going to show one way or another. If you find yourself repeating the same lesson, going through the same kind of feelings and emotions, it's because you're still learning that lesson. If you find yourself really independently feeling free, feeling independent, feeling okay, that you moved on from said person, situation, or circumstance, it's because you're ready to advance. There's no in between here. You're either on this side or you're on this side. Time shall tell. I love you, collective. I hope this helped you, and I hope you know what side you belong on. Okay, until next time, I'm wishing you the best on your journey always, and we'll meet again here soon. Same place, not the same time. Bye.